Hi everyone, welcome to Fat to Thin Senior RNY. I'm Raven, I'm 76 years old and I had gastric bypass surgery December 16, 2019. Medicaid approved the surgery. Last week I talked about emotional eating, primarily fear. As we had been taught by our society, our big business, with the food pyramid and our government with the food pyramid and big business with the throwing in larger amounts because then they make more money. And even our parents who said, all of those starving kids in wherever. Told you about them. In this vlog, I'll be talking about my first ever cheat day. I have never done a cheat day. I mean, I've cheated, but I have never done a day that I designated as a cheat day. You ask, how did I get to be 120 pounds overweight if I've never done a cheat day? Right? If you're curious, please join me on this journey. Continue to watch and please comment. Last week I talked about emotional eating, primarily fear. I think we've been taught fear and we eat out of fear about wasting food or not wasting food, whatever. Did you look at yourself this past week and your emotional eating and kind of figure out why you're eating emotionally? Does yours come out of fear too? Basically, it seems to be mine does. Let me know in the comments below, okay? This week I'll be talking about the glorious cheat day. I feel like I should be happy about having a cheat day. I don't know if I should consider a cheat day special or not. I mean, because it kind of casts a shadow over the other 6 days that you worked your ass off, you know what I mean? Or tried to anyway. Should I do a cheat day once a week? Or once a month? Have you ever done a cheat day? And what kind of dangers are involved other than the fact that you've got a lot of crap in your house or whatever, you know? Does the cheat day only go for food? I mean, can you do an exercise cheat day? You know, do a lazy day. What do they call that? A day off, right? Should I cheat for a whole day or should I just cheat at one meal? I mean, considering I can only eat 3 ounces at a time anyway, and my calorie restrictions, according to my doctor, is an absolute maximum of 1,200. I should be better off staying somewhere around 1,000, 800 to 1,000. And I try to stay around 800. So, I mean, how many cups of ice cream can you eat, you know? So should it be just a day or just a meal? Okay, your opinion would be greatly appreciated. Right now I'm thinking a meal, but my greed in the back of my head is saying make it all day because then you can have ice cream all day long, you know? It's not necessarily true. There is still a maximum calorie amount, you know? And then the good question is, with all of this planning, is that really a cheat day? I mean, isn't cheating supposed to be about sneaking up and doing stuff? You know? So, how can it be called a cheat day if you plan it? You know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm going to do a cheat day, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Well, to tell you now, actually. On Sunday, I'll be 77 years old. It's my birthday. So I said, I think I'll have some ice cream and I have some cake and maybe get something for dinner. Mind you, I can only eat 3 ounces at a time, you know, and I can't do that indefinitely during the day either. You know, like every hour eat 3 ounces. It doesn't work like that. You know, I get sick as a dog. So on a cheat day, I looked up rules. There's as far as I can tell, there's no real rules. You know, like there are diet rules and whatnot for the cheat day. So, do you limit calories? If you've done a cheat day, do you limit calories? You just go out and eat, you know, or do whatever you want to do, you know. I think for my cheat day rules, I've decided to make up some rules. It should be a meal, although my mind is screaming day. And I don't think that it should be more than once a week. And I'm thinking maybe once a month. Except that I do find myself about once a week looking for something other than what I've got in the house. You know, I want to go out and do something. You know what I mean? McDonald's or whatever, Chinese restaurant, whatever. And, you know, I also want to consider that the cheat day is not a free-fall. They should be planned. And as far as things go, this is a biggie for sabotage as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm planning this cheat day for Sunday. I'm going to be 77, okay? There will be leftovers because I can't eat a pint of ice cream. You know, I can't eat a whole cake. You know, I can barely get down a slice, you know. But here I am, planning this cheat day. I went to the supermarket yesterday, and I bought a pint of clean ice cream at Smith's. They're one of the Kroger stores. It's called Simply Truth Organic. I got strawberry ice cream. I personally like butter pecan, but they didn't have any. It's either 170 calories for a half cup, or 510 for the whole pint. I used to be able to eat a pint of ice cream. I don't know if I really want to do that now. Anyway, this ice cream only has 9 organic ingredients, and I know exactly what each and every one of them are. Not only that, I can pronounce them all. It's just amazing. So I bought this ice cream. And I bought it yesterday. I did not open it. It is still sitting in my freezer. I managed to jam it in there somehow. And it's for Sunday. This is what I'm telling myself. I also bought a drink. It's 240 calories. And it's the Daly's Mai Tai frozen cocktail. The last 2 times I had alcohol since I've had this operation, it was not pleasant. I was sick as a dog. Well, I don't even know dogs that are that sick. And then there's the question, do I really like drinking anymore? Or is this absolutely the last one? I mean, the third try is, you know, out. And am I just a glutton for punishment, you know? The first time I drank it, I had, I think, 2 glasses of wine in about a 3-hour period. And I was so glad that I was within walking distance of my home, because there was no way that I was going to drive anywhere, anyhow, and I barely made it to the house. The second time I had a drink, with the same person no less, I had a margarita, a half of a margarita at one of the casinos in Vegas. By the time we got home a couple of hours later, you know, it's an hour and a half, and then we hung out for a while, I was sick. I mean, I was feeling really, 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 really bad. And 2 days later, I was still feeling bad. So I asked me, why did I buy Mai Tai? I really don't know. Okay? Anyway, so along with this Mai Tai for my birthday and this ice cream for my birthday, I started looking at cakes. Okay. I'm thinking something cakey, unlike a donut, you know, which can be yeasty. I was thinking about a yeast donut too, you know, because I can only do one of these, whatever they are, or maybe some cupcakes, you know. I saw while I was in Smith's yesterday, they have 4-inch cakes, little round cakes, completely 2-layer cakes, frosted, everything. They look like a regular birthday cake. And you can get them in vanilla and chocolate. And they're only $5. I also saw some freezer coconut cakes that I don't remember the manufacturer, but they got a brown thing on the label, I think it is. Anyway, years and years and years and years, a lot of years ago, I used to really like that coconut cake. And I haven't had it easily 10 years, if not more. And then I said, wait a minute. You are not going to bring an 8-inch cake into this house. And you really shouldn't bring a 4-inch cake into this house, you know. So I looked at the slices of cake. Well, they don't have layer cake slices at Smith's. So I'll have to go check out Walmart or Albertsons, or there's a French bakery in town that I've never been to. I should probably go check them out too, right? So what I'm trying to do is to make it, if I'm going to do a cheat, and this may be my first, my last cheat, I want it good. You know what I mean? Now, and also there's a new Chinese restaurant just opened up in town, which I have not tried. And people are saying they are outstanding. But then there is the sugar. There's the sugar in the alcohol, sugar in the cake, sugar in the ice cream. I'm a sugar addict. I also get a horrendous case of dumping syndrome from sugar, which I think is what happened. Well, it has happened. It happened with the alcohol, and it happened with a piece of cake I had once before. So, should I have that for my birthday? Is this the last setup for me? And then, of course, it's all those leftovers. I'm going to have to dump them. I cannot bring, you know, a pint of ice cream in here and expect to eat a little bit at a time. I don't know how come I haven't opened it just to test it, see what it tasted like yet. So I'm thinking maybe I ought to just go to a Chinese restaurant and give it up on the sweet stuff, you know. Although it's my birthday, that's what I expect, that's what I've always wanted, you know what I mean? So do I go out and I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this subject, you know, because I don't know. Anyway, there is dumping syndrome, and it's a nasty piece of work, let me tell you. Okay? For Rowley report. Okay? He pressed "love you" this week, and then he went over near the door and threw up. I said, oh, he was probably trying to tell me, I don't feel good, Mommy. You got to do something, take care of me. You know. It wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit of, you know, like liquid. He doesn't throw up often. This is the second time in 6 months that he's thrown up. I had to turn off the air conditioner. It's hot in here. But, you know, it makes a lot of noise, so excuse me wiping my face. Anyway, I didn't have the buttons the first time he threw up. But I remembered that he barked like crazy before he looked like he was really in distress at that time. He still doesn't press the buttons otherwise. I keep pressing them. So that maybe one of these days he'll copy me. This is only about 3 weeks now since I've got the buttons. And maybe he never will. Who knows, you know. I bought him a toy yesterday. I hadn't realized that I hadn't bought him anything, any kind of toy or munchie or anything for over a month since I got my poi balls. And he still occasionally looks for those balls, you know. So anyway, I brought the I brought the toys home, and it was in, you know, the bag. I put some bags on. I brought a lot of stuff. Went to like 4 stores, 5 stores. You know, and that's something I wouldn't have never done before when I was 230 pounds. You know, you couldn't get me to go to the store. And when I did go to the store, it was a big process because I only went every now and then. And in general, I would go at 3 o'clock in the morning. When Walmart and the rest of them, specifically Walmart, started doing the place your orders online and pick them up at the parking lot, they'll stuff them in your car. I say, here I am. This is my thing, because I do not like crowds. Can't deal with them. Can't do it. So anyway, I brought home a bunch of bags, you know. So I brought some home and I stuck some on the floor, some on the counter, some on the couch, whatever, to get him in the house, you know. I come in the house and he's got his nose buried in this bag, you know, and he pulls out this toy. He has had that toy and trying to kill it ever since. He wants me to grab it so he can snatch it out of my hand and then just go whip it from side to side and carry on, like you know how dogs do, right? I think it's pretty cool. I haven't seen him play like that since I got the poi balls, you know, that he wanted and I wasn't giving to him. So that was pretty good. When he threw up, after he pressed the love you, because that's the way it sounds, that's the way I recorded it, love you, he wanted to eat. And he's been eating 2 meals a day. He's been asking for them ever since. So I went through the last month while he was looking for my poi balls. And he wasn't playing with me, and he was, you know, let's go out and walk, but I don't want to play with you. That kind of thing. He wasn't eating. He was eating maybe 1 meal a day. So he threw up this phlegm, little pile of phlegm, nothing much, and he's been eating ever since. Anyway, he loves that toy, and if I can find it, I'll show it to you. What did you do with it? Here it is. Wait a minute, you can't have it right. This is it. Loves this toy. You want this toy? Here you go. There you go. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Snatched that bad boy right out of the grocery bags. I think they put some kind of smell or something in it because he was not interested in anything else that was in those grocery bags. So anyway, so to sum up, I'm feeling good. I have no regrets about the surgery. And as I look back at the past year, and it's only been 7 months. Yeah, 7 months since I've had the surgery. But I've been out on my own for a year. And it's my birthday. So for the last year since my last birthday, I think I had a really good year. I don't have any regrets about anything at all, including the surgery, about the path that I took or the things I've done. As a result of this surgery, and because probably I was on this path and desperate to take this step, I feel the best I have in absolute years, both mentally and physically. I would do the surgery again, absolutely, 100%, for sure. So, if you're considering, granted, you know, there's a lot of work involved in this. This is not a free ride, but it does bring you up short, and the tool of your stomach being butchered is worth it. Is worth the trip. Okay, if that's the cost, and you come out of it alive, because there is danger. Come out pretty good. Please like and share and subscribe. And thank you for those people who have subscribed, comment, and ring the notification bell. I would really like to know what you people do on your cheat day, if you do a cheat day, because I've never done it, a designated cheat day before. I put some random interesting links below, and some about the theories of cheat days, because it's all just theory as far as I can tell. So anyway, there's links for that too. So don't forget to click show more to see them, okay? And note that I'm an aspiring Amazon affiliate, and I do make a percentage of the sales, although you don't pay anymore for clicking on my link, and there's no additional cost to you, okay? So take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, your family, and anybody else you feel like you need to take care of, you know, that you've got affection for and want to keep them safe, okay? And blessed be.